Hello everyone, welcome to VirtualVeda. Today we are going to be talking about the first program in the computer science syllabus uh, for first PUC. So this will be the program related to the chapter Getting Started with Python. The first program will be talking about is swapping numbers. So the actual description of the program, the program itself, title of the program is write a program to swap two numbers using a third variable. Okay, so this is going to be the code. This is the output. But what we'll do is, we'll start with copying this clipboard. We go and click this site, programmers.com/python programming slash online compiler. This link is available on the computer science, sorry, in on the computer science lab manual page here. You see this run Python online. If you click here, you'll be taken to this page. So as you can see, we have pasted this code here for the first program, which is swap two numbers. Let's go back to the question itself. Write a program to swap two numbers. Swapping means exchanging. Okay. So there is this concept of variable where we assign a value to a certain variable. A variable is something with a name, like an X, Y, Kiran, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, whatever, right? We can in this program here, what we've done is we have created a variable called X, and then we also created a variable called Y, and we are drilling a value. And the value, where are we getting the value from? We're getting it from an input. So we are expecting the user to type in the value. And what's the instruction that we give to the user? We say enter the first value. And the user types in a number. What we do with that number? We put it into the variable X. But then before we do that, we are doing something called casting here. So whatever we get from the user is nothing but a string, right? What we then do is that we take that string, we convert it into a number, right? So we expect that the user types in a number which is taken in as a string, and then we explicitly convert it into an integer using the int cast function here. And once you do that, the variable x becomes an integer variable. Similarly, we take the second number called y, and essentially we take a value, second value, and then we put it into the variable y. So just for the sake of everyone, what we do is we want to show what exactly has been entered. So we say we print a text called uh, values of the variables before swapping. So before we actually perform the swap operation, we're just printing out the values of x and y. This should be typically the actual numbers that the user has entered. Okay. Now let's try to understand this logic here because this is very important. Okay. So imagine you have, let's say you're carrying, an apple and an orange on your two hands, and then you want to actually your apple is on the right hand and your orange is on the left hand. So you want to move the apple to the left hand and orange to the right hand. How would you do that, right? So you would either, I mean, the easiest way to do it is, let's say you place the apple on a plate, then your right hand becomes empty, and then you take the orange from left hand and put it on the right hand, and then you pick the apple with your left hand, right? So that's how you're going to arrive at the swapped positions of the apple and orange. So let's look at this example here. Let's imagine this temp to be this temporary space. Either in my example it was the plate, and what you do is you place the apple on the plate here. X, let's imagine x to be the apple, and then you put it on a plate. Now the right hand is empty at this point in time. What you do is you move the content of y into x, right? That's where you're moving the orange to the apple on your right hand. So your right hand now has the orange, and then your left hand becomes empty at this point, using which you can pick the apple that you placed earlier on your on your left hand. So that's how you arrived at the swap position. I hope you understood this. So this, we create a temporary variable called temp. In this case, we take the value that's been assigned to x, and then we put it into temp, and then we take the value of y and put it into y, and then we take the value that's been assigned to temp and put it into y. So this is like one of the simplest programs that you can try to understand. And once you've done this, you're just going to print the value of x and y. Okay, let's look at an example. Enter the first value. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go to the programming compiler here. I've typed in the entire program here, or I've just pasted the program from the this thing. Let's go ahead and run this. So once we run it, let's it's asking me the first value. Let us type it as, I don't know, 5, and let the second value be, 99. Okay, as you can see, the moment I type the press enter, what it's going to do is it's going to take this temporary variable, and then it will assign temp the value of x to the variable temp. So temp becomes y, and then to x you move 99. You set it to the value of y, which is 99, and then you take y and assign it the value of temp, which is 5 at that point in time. So at the end of it, you'll see that before the swap occurred, the variable x had a value of 5, and then the variable y had the value of 99. And after the swap occurred, x became 99 and y became 5. I hope you've understood this program. If you have any queries, feel free to drop a comment and I'll try to explain it a little better. Thank you.